Banks are making it harder for seniors to access their own money. Find your group Hello Friends. I want to show you something important, and I need you to pay close attention because the rules are not the same for everyone. If you have a bank account, a retirement account, or any savings as a senior in America, you need to hear this. Banks across the country are applying new rules that make it harder to get your own money out. And the really unsettling part? The SSA does not warn you about this. Your bank does not send you a letter when the rules change. They just process transactions. And if something looks suspicious to them, they can hold your money and you have very little power to argue with them that day. I want you to find your group in this video and listen only for what applies to you. Because once you know which category you fall into, you will know exactly what to do to protect your access to your own money before a real emergency happens. Let us start with Group 1. Group 1 is people aged 60 to 64. If you are in this group, you are in the age range where many state hold laws kick in. About half of all U.S. states have laws that allow banks to delay or hold transactions when they believe an older customer may be getting scammed. You do not have to be the one getting scammed, you just have to look like someone who might be. Here is what this means in practice. If you walk into your bank and ask to withdraw $4,000 in cash for a home repair or a family emergency, the teller may stop the transaction and call a manager. The manager may ask you what the money is for. If your answer sounds vague to them, they can place a temporary hold on that withdrawal while they investigate. In about half of the states, that hold can last several business days while they contact your family, your trusted contact, or even Adult Protective Services. They are trying to protect you, and that is good. But if you need that money for a medical procedure on Monday morning and the bank freezes it on Friday afternoon, that protection becomes a serious problem. Most people in your group assume that because you are not yet 65, these rules do not apply to you. That is a mistake. Many states set the age threshold at 60, not 65. Call your bank and ask one simple question. What is your hold policy for customers over age 60? Write down the answer. Keep that number somewhere safe. Group 2 is people aged 65 to 74. You are the primary target of what is happening right now, and I want you to understand exactly why. Federal securities rules already allow brokerage firms to place holds on your disbursements for up to 55 business days if they believe you are being exploited financially. That is over 3 months. Those rules are in Rule 2165, and they have been in effect since early 2018. They apply to every brokerage account where you have money invested. But it goes further than that. The Financial Industry Regulatory Authority, which is FINRA, has just proposed extending those hold periods even longer. Under a new proposed rule called Rule 2166, firms would be able to delay disbursements for up to 5 business days for any customer who appears to be targeted by fraud, regardless of age. For seniors specifically, the total hold period could be extended to over 145 business days if the firm reports the matter to a state regulator. That is nearly 7 months. These rules were created with good intentions to stop scams. That matters. Scammers steal billions of dollars from seniors every year, and banks are on the front lines of that fight. But the unintended consequence is that legitimate transactions now get caught in the net. If you call your broker to move $30,000 to help a family member and something about that request feels off to the person on the phone, they can place a hold on it while they review it. You will get a letter in the mail days later explaining what happened. By then, the crisis may have passed, or it may have gotten much worse. Most people in this group think the problem only affects people who fall for scams. That is not true. The rules apply to any transaction the firm reasonably believes could be exploitation, even if you initiated it yourself and even if it is completely legitimate. The one thing you can do right now is review who you named as your trusted contact person on your accounts. That is the person your bank or brokerage can call if something looks suspicious. If you have not named one, call your bank and your broker and add that person today. It could be the thing that speeds up a release if your money ever gets held. Group 3 is people aged 75 and older. You are in the group with the most protection and the most exposure at the same time. Banks and brokerage firms are legally required to treat you as a potential exploitation victim in the eyes of many state and federal rules. That means any large transaction, any wire transfer, any unusual request can trigger a review. The bank will try to reach your trusted contact. They may notify Adult Protective Services. They may delay the transaction while they investigate. This sounds protective, and in many cases it is, but it also means you can be locked out of your own money by a well-meaning process that moves slower than your crisis. Here is the specific dollar figure I want you to carry with you. Suppose you need to withdraw $10,000 for a medical procedure. You walk into a branch. The teller sees the amount, asks you what it is for, and you give a brief, honest answer. The manager gets involved. They decide to place a hold pending verification. That hold, in many states, can last up to 5 business days or longer. You do not have the $10,000 when you needed it. You have a letter explaining why. The procedure either gets delayed or you find another way to pay for it and deal with the bank later. Now let me be clear about something. Banks are not acting illegally when they do this. They are following state hold laws that were passed by state legislatures and federal securities rules that were approved by regulators. These rules are real. They are in effect right now, and they affect you simply because of your age. The banks do not call you before they freeze your money. They do not ask if you have an emergency. They just follow the protocol, and the protocol protects them from liability while it delays your access. Here's what you can do about it right now. First, call your bank and your brokerage firm and ask them directly what their hold policy is for customers in your age group. Do not ask the website. Call and speak to a human. Ask if your state has a hold law that applies to your transactions and what the typical hold duration is. Write that information down. Second, confirm who your trusted contact person is on every financial account you have. If you have not named one, do it today. This is the person the bank will call if they suspect something is wrong. Choose someone who is calm, reachable, and understands your finances. Third, if you have a large CD or investment that matures soon, do not assume you can break it immediately. Many products offered in recent years came with hard lock provisions that prevent early withdrawal entirely. Call your broker and ask what the early withdrawal process looks like before you need the money. Fourth, keep a small cash bridge at home. Financial advisors now recommend keeping 1 to 2 weeks of living expenses in physical cash in a fireproof safe. This is not a political statement. It is a practical response to the fact that digital money is not instant money anymore, especially for seniors. Fifth, and this one matters a lot, if your bank has converted to an appointment-only model, call before you go. Many major banks have shifted their branches into advisory centers. They do not keep large amounts of cash on hand. You may not be able to walk in and withdraw $5,000 on a Friday afternoon because the branch is not set up for that anymore. Schedule ahead. Now I want to ask you something. Which group are you in? Drop a comment and let me know. I read every single one. If you are 60 to 64, I want you to say it. If you are 65 to 74, I want you to say it. And if you are 75 or older, I want you to say that too. Knowing which group you are in tells you exactly how aggressively you need to prepare. If this video helped you, please do one thing for me. Share it with someone you know who has a bank account and is a senior. They may be in one of these groups, and they may not know that the rules have changed. The bank is not going to send them a notice. I am telling you right now, and I need you to pass that forward. And if you have not subscribed to this channel yet, please do. The rules around banking, Social Security, Medicare, and retirement change every single year. The SSA does not send you a personal reminder when a rule that applies to you gets updated. I do. Hit the bell icon so you get notified every time we post, because these rules are going to keep changing and you need to know what applies to your group. Let us do a quick recap by group. Group 1, ages 60 to 64, your action is simple. Call your bank today and ask what their hold policy is for customers over age 60. Write it down. Group 2, ages 65 to 74, your action is also simple. Call your broker and confirm your trusted contact is up to date. If you do not have one, add one this week. Group 3, age 75 and older, your action is to review every account you have. Check the hold policies, check who your trusted contact is, and keep a small cash bridge at home. Do it before you need it, not after. These are real rules applied by real institutions right now in 2026. They are not a conspiracy. They are a response to billions of dollars in fraud targeting seniors every year, but that does not mean they have to catch you off guard. Knowing the rules is how you stay in control of your own money. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Fact check notes. A Foundation State Hold Laws survey conducted September to October 2024 reported January 2025. About half of states have hold laws. Age thresholds vary by state, generally 60 to 65 plus. FINRA Rule 2165 in effect since February 5, 2018, allows temporary holds on specified adults, age 65 plus or 18 plus with impairments, for up to 55 business days. FINRA Regulatory Notice 26-02 proposes Rule 2166, temporary delays for suspected fraud, up to 5 business days for all ages, and amendments extending Rule 2165 hold periods to up to 145 business days. Currently proposed, not yet finalized, verify status before publishing. CTR reporting threshold is $10,000 cash, set by federal law. Banks may set lower internal triggers for customer questioning. Call-ahead practice is recommended by many banks. Appointment-only branch model reported as industry trend in 2026. Verify with specific banks if citing by name. All dollar thresholds, hold durations, and rule references should be verified against current year regulatory documents before publishing.